Welcome to the 10-Minute Life Coach. My name is Jay Cleveland Payne. I'm a personal and professional development specialist, and I assist people ready for improvement in developing their personal and professional goals into tangible, focused, and achievable plans of action. And this podcast is one tool that I use to complete my main mission. Now, for more information about how I can help you make that happen, go to the website 10-Minute Life Coach and see about personal coaching or group coaching as well. And if today's message, which will be about 10 minutes, does not give you something that you can't move on directly with and put into your life right now, maybe it's because today's message is something that really just reinforces something you're already doing great. That is a great thing. Reinforcement is always good to know that what you're working on right now is a good thing. And even if today's message isn't a epiphany, if you will, for something new to do. As we said, find out more about the podcast, my personal services at 10minutelifecoach.com. Now, I don't want to think of myself as an important person. Well, that's not true. I like to think of myself as an important person, and the things I'm doing are fairly important, if not to me and my well-being, but to my family and the people that I work with. But I don't want to put myself out there as I'm a super important, ultra needy person who needs things done for me by other people. But what I do like to make sure people know is that time is not just money. It is very, very, very precious commodity that is unable to return once it's gone, which in better grammar basically says once your time is gone, it ain't coming back. Once it's wasted, you're not going to get a chance to reuse it, recycle it, turn it into something else. So it's very important that I let people know as we are in the beginnings of relationships, building into businesses and building into projects, that I don't want you to waste my time, because I will not waste your time. I put in place plenty of different systems in my life to make sure that time works the way it should. I'm on time, if not extremely early to things. I wrap things up on time, if not slightly earlier, within the window of reality, unless something really comes out of whack. If there are emergencies that need to be handled, someone is in the vicinity to handle it in a timely manner to get there and take care of it without a long wait. If there's something that's impossible to deal with and there will be no one around, it is known by many folks that if something goes wrong in this period of time at this place, and nothing can be done about it until a certain period of time. And they know this ahead of time. So there are no surprises if something goes wrong in a certain place and there's no one to fix it. They can't jump on me for not fixing it because I've already told them and have it down, usually in writing in some form, and have gone over it a few times with the people in charge of keeping up with it, that there will be windows of time when something can't be done, when I won't be available, when a teammate won't be available, when you won't be available, and when something goes down and we need a decision or need a discussion, it will have to wait until the certain period of time, or it will have to be done without that certain person, and that person will just have to live with the discussion and live with the decision. Now, it's very, 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 very dear to me, my time. I get to use whatever free time I have for my own use, and I don't get a lot of free time on purpose because I've set a life that needs to be taking care of a lot of things. I should work on fixing that, but in the meantime, if I offer you up a plan on time and you come in and you do not respect that plan of my time, then that's a quick way for me to find a way to get out of that relationship, whether it's personal, whether it's business, doesn't matter. If you don't respect my time, number one, then you're not respecting me at all. In the same sense, you should make sure that people respect your time as much as they respect your efforts, as much as they respect your cash, your money. Whatever you're working with with a person, whether it is a personal relationship, whether it is a professional relationship, time is a very precious commodity. The time that you don't use doing one thing can be used to do something else. And the time that you use on something else can't be used on the one thing you'd like to use it on. That's pretty simple. You can't really flip-flop time. And sometimes you can't really bank the time that you think you're using to move to some other project. So once you get your real priorities in line, once you figure out what is more important to you than other things. And once you figure out a schedule to make sure you get all those things handled, the important things are always handled, and the non-essential things fall in line wherever they do. It's all a matter of managing your own personal time. Now, one thing I do have a problem with sometimes is wasting my own time and procrastinating in projects that are larger than they should be. And just because they turn out to be bigger problems than I thought they were, a lot of times procrastinating until something happens and makes it a little bit smaller and hopefully fixes the effort. The problem is waiting for something to fix itself is just waiting for something to get even worse. Procrastination makes it worse. So you don't want to waste my time, and then I don't want to also waste my time as well, which means I have to do concerted efforts. It is hard. It's one of those things that I'm personally working on to make sure that the big things that I don't want to deal with are prioritized and set in a way so that I must go ahead and take care of them. Because we learn as children, the sooner we get our chores done, the sooner we can go outside and play. The sooner you get the work done, the sooner you have the free time on the back end. The sooner you get your things planned for your vacation, the sooner you can stop worrying about what's going to happen when you're gone, and you can relax and deal with your actual time away. So it's pretty simple. Time is a very precious commodity. If you can't grasp that concept, you're going to have a hard time doing a lot of things in any type of personal professional development, because everything's based literally on the time you have to get things done and learn a lesson and improve. So time is a precious commodity, whether you're talking about time at work or time at play or time at rest. It is precious. You only get so much of it before you have to move on to the next thing. And if you don't do enough of certain things, for example, get enough rest, it's going to affect everything down the line. It is important that you don't let other people waste your time. Other people should not be allowed to come in and move things on your schedule just willy-nilly because they feel like it. Boundaries should be put in place initially with everyone who is important. There will be boundaries at work where certain things must be done at certain times. Certain times you need off for breaks, for rest, for whatever it is. When you take those times away, those times are sacred and you are honored. And there are certain times when you have to be on call and be ready to act at any point in time. At home with your family and friends, it is important that they know what boundaries are going on. If you're working a side hustle and you're already working a 50-hour-week job and you need to work a couple hours to the side to take care of things for your side thing, which is growing for yourself and your family, then the family must understand that's the time you need to work on that thing. If you're having health challenges and you finally found a way to get yourself to the gym for a good amount of time and do that workout, and you found the motivation to get there, your family has to understand gym time is important time. It's not going off and play time. It's important for your health, maybe even for your sanity, to work those things out at the gym and then come home in a better mood or, of course, in better shape at some point in time. You must also respect the boundaries of time for other people. Just because you find yourself with a free batch of time doesn't mean everyone around you has to all of a sudden jump to you and do the things you want to do on a whim. Spontaneity works when other people's schedules come together in an open time and some great event happens. But their schedules have to come together. If something happens and schedules don't come together, that event just either doesn't happen, or you do it without them, or they do it without you. It's simple. Time is precious. Don't let others waste your time. Don't waste others' time. And the real kicker in this lesson is find ways to keep yourself from wasting your own time. Because procrastination is the real enemy in this whole time thing. You can have all the time in the world, infinite chunks of time to get things done. And if you find ways to wait to the last minute to get the thing done, you found the real problem in your time crunch. Keep an eye on your time. It doesn't necessarily have to be scheduled out in a calendar with color-coded things, but keep an eye on your time, how much time it takes to get things done, how much time it takes to get from here to there, and how much time you really need to effectively be you. And then learn to manage your life around the time you get, because managing time is pretty much impossible, even in our advanced age. And thank you so much for joining us for today's podcast. Once again, we enjoy all that you do for us by listening to the podcast, by giving us feedback on the podcast, ratings and reviews at your podcast sites, your favorite sites as well, and, of course, being subscribers so we can see those numbers go up, 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 so I know more people are gaining use from the podcast. In the last podcast, we mentioned that we're going to relaunch the $10 Life Coach as a new community, working on making sure that works very soon. These podcasts are recorded in batches, so they were recorded while we were starting to work on this stuff, but the progress may or may not have gotten to where I'd like it at this point in time based on how many episodes have actually passed. So coming up, a big project for beginning of the year 2018, if not before that time, within the fall, going into winter, going into the season, we will have some sort of real plan and real action and real workout design for the actual project that will be the $10 Life Coach and the community involved in that. The biggest thing is, as projects are created, as products are put out, as courses are written, you'll get a chance to take a look at them for free or reduced prices based on how things go there. So that's something, the incentive to be a part of the community, along with being with some great people who are looking to improve themselves, and essentially everybody sticking their hands in, getting their hands dirty, and helping everybody get better is another thing as well. So check that out when it's live. Probably not live by the time you hear this, but keep on looking for information as we trickle it out on the $10 Life Coach, the revived version of the $10 Life Coach. Of course, all things about the podcast and all things about the personal development things I'm working with come through really two websites. The 10-Minute Life Coach, where you get this from, 10minutelifecoach.com, and also Your Better You, which after its initial crash is slowly coming back to sorts with its tips and tricks and, of course, the podcast that goes along with that. That's, of course, yourbetteryou.info. The other website that I need to mention always is jclevelandpayne.net. That's where all my projects come together. You can see about all the things I have going on there 24/7. And you can send me email to jclevelandpayne@gmail.com if you want to send a message that way as well. You can also just keep being you. Literally, just keep being you. Keep doing what you're doing the great job you are at trying to work on your improvement, and just let us know every so often how things are going. Send us some feedback on the podcast. Send some feedback on how you're doing, how the podcast is helping you out, and how the podcast can do more things to help you in better ways. And, of course, the big thing you need to do for me, other than subscribe and share, is just keep listening. Keep on tuning in. Keep on downloading and listen to the whole thing, if you will, so we can get the best out of all of us and not waste anyone's time in getting out this podcast, the 10-Minute Life Coach Podcast.